Hello everybody, Dr. Ed here, and we are back with FTL. So in this case, we're leaving about a whole jump ahead of where we were last week, just due to some recording issues on my end. Nothing's happened yet. We have literally walked up to a automated control chip, and we are just about to engage it. So in this case, it is powering up its FTL drive, so it will be trying to escape, which is shitty when we have to deal with how slow our weapons charge. On that note, I may have just become aware of something very bad for us. We might not be able to successfully do this fight. That being said, with the glaive beam, it does 3 damage per room it hits. Inconveniently enough for us, they have 3 shields. We have no actual way to get through it, so this is a big problem for us. So we're probably just going to have to get out of here as fast as we can. The smart money is literally just on jumping as soon as our FTL is charged. On that note, we're going to have to deal with this fire lickety split. So let's just send Mantis here, Mantis here. We don't really have proper things to deal there. Go with that, just evade everything. Cut oxygen, don't really need that right now, oddly enough. Get our engines charging so we can just get out. And this one's going to be super sad because we're just going to lose on some and they are going to get a bonus in catching up to us, which is not good. Not good in the least bit. And so you were just on drawers, you're on shields, get back to where you come from. That's going to run out of oxygen soon. In short, nothing we could have done there. We could have technically charged the flag, hopefully done some damage to their shield, but we're definitely getting to the point where we do need to level up our weapons technology. Is that affordable for us right now, though? We are not really, no. Okay, so this is going to be very shitty for us for a little bit, but we can go back to charging our oxygen. Got our engines, got everything healing that needs to be healed. Here we are. No. While we do this, nothing too new. Getting a little bit excited for XCOM, but also been diving a little bit into Darkest Dungeon, so you might be seeing those pop up on the channel relatively soon, hopefully. So definitely something to look forward to in that regard. And again, I'd like to thank everyone who's been leaving comments. I haven't gotten many, you know, small little baby channel, but definitely appreciate what I do get, especially with the constructive feedback. Well, now, I am really half tempted just to upgrade our med bay so we don't have to wait as long, but not really something we can afford at the moment. So from here, we're just going to shove you back on doors, power up the engines, at least 1 notch. And hopefully this ship is something we can actually damage here. We are running low on fuel as well. 2 shields, we can actually do something. They do have a missile and a regular laser weapon, so in this case, probably soak that. Dodge that, wait for a charge. We are going to want to rake through, I'm thinking shields through weapons and whatnot, but not positive yet. In this case, we're going to pause right now. We do want to start on shields somehow. Is there any way we can get the shield room damaged? And those 2, or is it just pretty much us locked in like that? No, I feel it's much more valuable for us to actually do some damage to the weapons there. So that'll have to do for now. Didn't really take down any notch of their actual shield, and our stealth ship won't be up for a little bit, so we might have to eat this missile. Just gotta get ready on the repairs. Nope, no critical damage there. He will get another missile shot out before we can do anything about it too. Shields don't help there. We can run our engineer down there. Back here. Another 1 damage to all the systems there. However, they are going to be keep getting their missile back up. So in this case, as soon as the fire goes off, we'll enter our stealth. There we go, dodge at 70%. Miss goes through, perfect. In this case, we're stealth, so we'll get another swing in, but still probably won't be enough to do what we need it to do. At least we're keeping drone. We're going to take that offer, because I don't want to take any extra damage at this point. Plus, we can easily afford this ion blast. Just 1 power, something to actually equip at the very least. Oh boy. With that being said, we have to buy power, another weapon. Another power won't hurt us right now, so at least that way we can charge both that and that. In this case, they won't synchronize. If we can afford it, or if we find it later on, getting another improved ion weapon would be good, just so we can get through that first layer of shields, but cross that bridge when we get there. So we are going to jump down here to the next node with a ship in it. Okay, 2 shields, we're still in the clear, especially since we have our ion blast. Okay, that's a bomb, same thing, but I have to wait for it to... Probably not ideal, but we'll still be able to get our shot in and probably not open up on the shields just so we can get more coverage, but... Or it's just gonna miss, that's okay too. There we go, a lot of damage there. Our weapon system is down to a shitty level there, so we are going to charge up our ion beam and get our doorman here to help repairs. I don't believe Mantis are good at that. I think they might actually have a buff against repairing, but we need whatever we can get here. Charge that glaive beam, much better priority than the ion. Shields are a go, or stealth beam rather, so may as well pop that going and have you going back into doors, Jones. Same thing, we're going to aim to synchronize and hopefully we'll actually get our ion blast through. Definitely better than the alternative of missing again. Target there, should fire by the time the glaive beam's charged up. Beautiful, shield damage is down. Hit those rooms and we are in the clear. I'm just going to pass on this, it's dead. Next room it gets through. Perfect. So fuel's less critical, and we have a distress beacon down here, and it's the only safe route we can get to leave this little spot, so... Feeling ballsy, give them fuel, yeah, 42 scrap. If we find a shop, it's definitely worth it on our end, but it's not by a large margin. Okay, I guess we got a free anti-ship beam drone. Hard to complain about that, really. And I feel pretty happy with the scrap we have, so we can definitely hit up this store first. Especially since we are low on fuel. Okay then, they have some systems that I'm not too keen on really. May as well fix up our repair, buy out their fuel. I don't see us using the flat cannon or drones at all this run through. But at least we're sitting pretty money-wise. There's another store. It does put us in range of the jump, so I think we might ballsy it up just so we can get rid of our scrap. Not doing any good here. We're not going to buy something, may as well do some upgrading. Drones, 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 and people. Okay, so he is maxed out on engines, and he is an NG, which is always a plus. How is our engine doing? Who isn't great. The one downside is with the stealth ship, they do level up through the actual act of evading, which ideally we're not going to be relying on if we can just break through the shield, but much rather have him than not. And it is a cash sink, so welcome aboard, Junpeg. And as dumb as it would be having another glaive beam, that won't help us at all. Okay, so you're a newer engineer. You're on sensors, which is arguably useless, but a little bit larger of a crew never hurt anybody. We're gonna jump here. 2 shields, missiles, a laser, and a couple of drones. Looks like a beam drone, rank 2. Again, we're going to bank our stealth until the missile goes off. So right now, hopefully with 85% evade, we're good. I think we're getting an additional 15% from Junpeg. 10. So that's definitely a plus there. So we just got to time this right, because as soon as we fire, we blow through our stealth. Beautiful. So we can cut right diagonally that way. Do a lot of damage. Not quite lethal, but weapons are down, albeit temporarily, but may as well keep firing an ion blast right now. If we can sneak one through on their actual shield, that would be really good for us. Not quite, but I think we'll still be in the clear here. Regardless, we're just going to fire off our laser. Easy peasy. A lot of scrap still. There we go, so we're in the exit to this sector. Yeah, the refugees, yada yada yada. Slugship was hunting them, just gotta deal with them. Their weapons are like charge lasers. They can shoot them whenever this blip blows up. Just automatically like that. Not that good if you just do it singular like that, but they're doing the smart thing and charging them up. So it's definitely worth our time for us to wait for them to unleash a barrage before popping stealth. Like now. There we are, so they can't do anything, but or can we if we're just sitting there with our thumb up our ass? Gotta make sure that hits. And I think I'd rather take out the captains than the engines right now. Perfect. The only thing we have to deal with is their lasers, so that's not a big deal to us, really. There we go. And the ion blast just chain firing whenever it's ready. Our stealth thing did get hit, so we will have our wonderfully useful sensor man over here. Just run down, do a quick little fixer up. Glaive beam is operational now, so we're just going to take them out now. Perfect. Stealth area is repaired. We got a buttload of scrap. Easy peasy. And we definitely don't have time for anything else in the sector, so we are going to jump to 6. Engine control's much safer for us. In this case, we are running to the point where we have a lot. Like an unnecessary amount of scrap, so we really have to start doing upgrades of some sort. So just to burn a couple, drop us down a little bit, up our engines. This will put us at either 95 or 100 of A during the stealth. It's not a huge difference, but it's definitely something that makes helps when you're getting that one hit you really don't want to be taking. But in this case, same thing. Thankfully, due to our ion blast now, we can technically deal with this ship. So I am just going to, again, wait for a barrage of weapons to get fired at us and then go to town. I do have that one drone, which is kind of annoying as shit, but I think they're going to synchronize these shots coming up. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it puts us right at 95 of A. That's pretty damn good. Drops us down so we can actually hurt the fuckers. So nothing super damaged there, but enough to definitely slow them down a little bit. Took down their regular laser, but they can still definitely chain shoot us there. And keep firing. I feel like our next ion blast should come at a good time, and it's definitely good to upgrade our weapon guy just by firing as quick as we can. And shit, we couldn't do it fast enough to take him down, so SOL there. Heavy laser Mark 1. What do we have to do here? Shots per charge, normal damage. In this case, it is not good. Not in the least bit, but I still feel like we are probably going to run to a situation where we might need it to get our way through, and we might need a 2-power weapon at a later point, just to replace both of these. So it's expensive, cost prohibitive, but a little bit more oomph to get through. And of course, our next jump is a store. Probably should have checked that out first, but hindsight. Ooh. Okay, so this is something I'm definitely going to have to consider. It's a 3-power requirement, which is pretty steep, but it's one of those charge weapons that we were talking about earlier. In this case, charged ion. More damage, pretty much disables the systems longer. I don't know the exact specifics, but let's see if there's anything else we care about. Nothing too particular, but let's see what we can get rid of. We sell this. I think we enough to use it then, maybe. There we go. This will slow us down, hinder us, all in all, delay us, but if we can get to it, so we need another point in our weapon power just to power it up. If we can get through it and we don't take damage and we get enough time to chain fire up to 4 of them, that would be good for us. But anyways, we gotta skip town. Oh boy. Can't give them fuel if we can't fuel ourselves right now. Cutting it close, but hopefully this distress beacon proves useful. Oh boy, they have a boarding thing. Thankfully, we do have Mantis Men. Not where they need to be, so we are... Oh, actually, hold on. We're gonna send you over here. Ooh, no, not open that door. Just vent oxygen in the room they're currently in. Give our NG some defense. And they are getting ready to fire. Just one shot, so we just hold on. Sell through that. Keep an eye on our unit's health right now, of course. Perfect. Let's see what we can hit here. From this angle, we can cripple a lot of their systems. There we go. None of the essentials, of course, but we've definitely gotten through to them a bit. So Junpei, you gotta stay in there. I feel like everyone should be fine just to hang out. We'll do a heal afterwards. I don't feel like doing the fun game of power management. Keep chain shot firing with that. Doesn't hurt. Ah, weapons are damaged, but not to the point. Thankfully, we have that spare. Keep pegging them down there. We'll be working on repairs, but we can stealth out right now. Perfect, and they should be taken care of. Don't even have to aim that perfectly for us there. Scrap and fuel, what we needed there. Awesome. In this case, we're gonna have to repower the med bay, top everyone off. People got a little bit beat to shit, but enough to have me a little bit concerned. That note, we are gonna need 90 scrap for the next weapon upgrade. We can maybe forestall on the power for a teeny bit, but really not as long as I'd like. So weapons, get back and do your job. You go back here. Ekman and engines, who is no longer our engineer, but I digress. Perfect. You go back here. You go back on shields, and I really should be using the hotkeys there. Maybe. I mean, they're not used on anything else. I'm gonna avoid that because recording keys. There we go. So we can jump here. The store's not quite critical to us yet, but we are running dangerously low on fuel. Nothing bad happened to us, but it could have been worse. Can't quite hit the shop again, so hopefully we can get something good from this distress area. FTL charging, that's shitty for us. Not ideal. Instantly cloaking. We gotta cripple their engines. Keep booping them with our Ion Blast. Again, it helps with our charge time as long as our weapons do well levels up here. Another little love tap. Do damage on everything. Everything but their flat cannon is down, so keep on booping. 37% evade, so hopefully we evade enough not to take it hit by every individual one. We have delayed their FTL jump, but not by much. Hit it again. Now let's not accept surrender. Hey, we made it without a jump actually killing us there. We should have accepted surrender. We needed the fuel. We can technically wait one round, it looks like, and we won't be quite jumped over, but not any longer than that. Deal. Easy, thank you. I needed that so... Oh, fuck. This is gonna be rough for us. Because the Federation ships in the actual zone are shitty. In this case, if the engine's not fully powered, we better make sure it is as much as we can get it. Pop stealth instantly, and honestly, just hold on tight. Because we are getting bombarded by the fleet itself right now. Right now, we're not really taking damage from it, but stealth only lasts so long. It's really not good for us. Oh shit, that's a lot of missiles. Okay, that's delaying our jump. Hold. Yep, we just gotta go. Our shit is damaged, but we're gonna have to repair it here. It's gonna be much easier. Alright, should have waited for that missile to go off on their end, but we got so much time. Everyone seems fine on their repairs. As long as they don't target our weapons and we still can get the... Let's see. Can vent oxygen to deal with the fires there. I think we missed with that ion blast, so I think I might hold on just for a moment. That'll have to do, and then we can go like that, hit basically all their systems. And they're trying to escape, which is pretty bad for us in the regard to the fact that we have a long charge time on our shit. And we have damaged their weapons, we have delayed it, but their jump is allegedly imminent, so. There it is. That's really shitty. Seal everything, we just gotta keep gunning it. I think we're fine, we need them fuel though. Oh boy. Let's see, we can sell this. That's a thing we don't need. And I guess we can buy a couple fuel. Technically leaves us with enough for the weapon upgrade we need. Depending on how critical it is, we can see how bad I am at math. We'd have to super gut our medkit and the chain there, but we should be able to power it up. Oh boy. Really riding it close here. Yeah, sure, take our missiles. We don't need the scrap too desperately. Instantly buy another power bar for our engines. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. But again, probably going to cut it at this point in the Let's Play, so I'll hopefully be back in the next day or so. Again, catch you next time, everybody.